All right, guys, real quick, beach 2. Ground balance, or noise cancel, I'm sorry. Ground balance always, I've been running at 0 since I was killing in the gold. And I may have to change that up a little bit. If I don't find any gold, I'll change it and find it out. Volume all the way up, always. Threshold none. 5 tones. And the reason I'm doing 5 tones is because you can actually hear the 5 tones. Except reject doesn't matter because I run all metal anyway, and then I never run back and forth. So recovery speed, let's go 4 until you start getting into an area where maybe you need to recover faster. This is deeper, and then you want to recover faster. Sensitivity, 20. Let's go. I don't know what I just thought about this bridge. When you're tearing down a bridge, all the floating pieces of wood with all the nails and any piece of metal in just a small piece of wood floats away. Obviously the wood's going to deteriorate over a while, but the metal's just going to sit somewhere. This place is littered. This side of this bridge is like and then look, these are tie wires that must have come off a bridge recently. Can you even imagine the metal that's in the ground around this, that is in this freaking ground around this bridge? Wow, amazing. So that hole there is a crusty old piece of a bottle cap. Solid 13, sounds like it's close to the surface. This extreme is it's just hard to explain as far as maneuverability. Not so much for being on the surface. It's just spectacular. Oh, it's probably right in front of me. I mean, it's so unbelievably light. That if I'm going for one all around scoop, this is it for sure. I guess you can't travel with it, so yeah, you'd have the same carbon fiber handle, but a travel handle, one that breaks down, right? One that fits in the suitcase. Because these heads aren't much smaller or much larger than the, you know, breakdown RTG or anything like that. So that pull, or the zipper pull, was better than having it be at a pull tab. That's for sure. Guys, as soon as we get an east wind where the wind's blowing off the shore, this is going to be incredible. You see how short of a distance there is? So the waves are breaking right there. It's literally a shelf that goes down to about 3, maybe 4 feet, and then back up to the sandbar. I could be out there today, but I don't know. I don't like really messing with that. And plus I didn't come prepared. Tomorrow I'll come prepared for being in the water. Look, there's like a stingray or something right there. Whether it's like this or not. And then you just come fight through the waves a little bit when you're prepared. But with that being so shallow all the way out to the sandbar, and then there being all this sand in here, that's probably the best spot to hunt right now, is in that little strip all the way down. So tomorrow I'll probably prepare myself to come hunt that area right there. 3-4, I started scooping on it without turning on the camera, and then I'm like, well, I got like 3 targets. 2 to 6. $5 to $7. It's gonna be can slaw. If you guys are seeing this can slaw, you know how bad it is. I mean, it's gonna be can slaw. What is that? Oh, it's a weed. Like I just said, if you guys see this can slaw, some days I get home, I got so much content, you guys will miss a lot of content. But if you're seeing that can slaw right there, you know, like I just walked a 1/4 mile and I've had no targets, none. This beach is the most sanded in a long time. Well, of course it's been a long time, so. But yeah, there's sand. This is just one big giant hump of sand, and then there's more sand here, and then there's sand all the way out. That's why the only spot I would be right is in the water right there. $15 to $18 or something crazy. So you could probably just dig a hole. You know, this thing's like just amazing. You could just probably just dig a hole and then check out a couple of the piles after you got like 4 deep. It's gone, so it's usually in the next one when you do that. It is actually. Bottle cap out of the hole. Or a piece of crab trap. That was exciting, wasn't it, guys? But remember what I said about turning this scoop over? Like, a lot of people like to just turn it over. This thing like mechanically turns over. It's like a dream for like a beach hunter or a beach pirate, because he just turns this scoop over. Like, look at that. It's like just turns over. What happened to him? They closed down Vietnam. Fresh drops with nobody at the beach is so rare, right? Is it gonna be a nickel? No, sir. Pull tab. So yeah, with this scoop, it's not like the Stealth, like devastating, where you go right down into like this giant hole instantly. This one you might want to just work at it for a second, like take a couple off. $14, $15 screaming out of the hole. What did you drop it? whatever that is. Oh, I didn't even see the Lincoln was in there. See him in there in that crust? Looks like crust on this side. You flip it over, there's a round shape for sure. Stinking Lincoln. Guys, the beach, if you guys ever thought you had a problem at a park with a Lincoln, you've never been to the beach. Lincolns ring from -6 all the way up to 36 on the Knox. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen. $17.18 on the top, sounds like. Something clunking in there. That's cool. First sign of life. $14.15 sounds like it's on the surface. My daily vape. So now the thing about this beach where I'm hunting up here, way up here, is that there could have been something here for years and somebody might not have gone over it because the beach is so vast. And so nothing's changed, right? So you can come up here on these white sand beaches and they've just been raked, you know, and the rake doesn't pick up the stuff that's 6 to 8 inches under the surface. So you could come up here and randomly find a ring or randomly find some jewelry or something. So sorry about the wind, guys. Again, I forgot the windsock. So you see how you can tell somebody's been here all day? But when you drop something in this, there's like a hard pan underneath this white sand. You're not really gonna lose it. You'll see like a little ring mark and then you'll be able to just grab it because it's not going like poof into the sand until they get the rakes back out here where they start creating the fluff. And when the fluff comes back and the people come back, then there'll be a lot of targets on the beach. So content.
Looking for something?
Content.
What?
Content for my YouTube channel.
Am I saying hi?
You are saying hi.
Hi, Molly, say hi.
Am I on your YouTube channel?
You will be if you'd like to be.
Woo!
What's up, you? Oh my god, you have 2. What's
He's
up,
doing
YouTube?
great searching for whatever he's searching for.
Have you found like treasures?
I have found lots of treasures here.
Wait,
For
like
real?
what?
Not today.
Like what?
Like your necklace. So how much would that mean? So it's not
This
a very.
cost me $16.99.
So it's $16. What if your grandmother gave it to you, and she paid $16? How much would that be worth to you?
A lot. Like, no, honestly, a lot less by that time.
You know
No
what I'm trying to
more.
get at? It's supposed to be some sort of sentimental thing.
It'd be
So I find
valuable
stuff
for sure.
everywhere
Okay,
from.
sentimental, then yes, it would mean more.
Right. So that's just what I'm out here looking for. Anything that somebody's lost in the past.
Like necklaces or rings or stuff?
Yeah, I'll tell you guys what my channel is
Yeah,
if
what
you
is
want
your
to go
channel?
Yeah.
with Vermont and Derek, the state of Vermont.
Vermont Derek?
Mhm.
Okay,
From
we'll check
Vermont?
it out.
Okay. That I'm like, well, I've been seeing these signs my whole life. Somebody told me to do this and I didn't do it. Now I'm paying for it. Or somebody told me to do this, I did it. Now I'm successful. Follow, it's a feeling. They call it a gut feeling for real. Don't overthink what you think that's supposed to happen. Don't overthink it. And if your shoelaces are tied or you lose your keys or whatever, know that somebody's holding you back. An angel's holding you back for 3 minutes. Because you weren't supposed to be in that intersection when somebody just busted through it. They're saving you, holding you back.
That's
So
inspiring.
So when you get your shoelace, you will be pissed. You're late. You're already late. 10 other things have happened, and now your shoelace is tight. You're gonna smile. And if you guys learn at your young age what I just told you, there won't be one person that could ever say one thing that ever bother you.
You're right.
True.
Thank you so
Wow,
much.
that
for
was
that piece of
inspiring.
advice.
You said Bill Gates. If you come out with a Bill Gates name, you can tell Bill Gates can't do this right here, guys. that as fast as I just did that, he can't do that to a $10,000 bill without wasting his time.
That's inspiring.
Because he makes so much money doing what he does that he can't slow down to pick up a $10,000 bill without wasting his time.
Oh shit. My
So,
mom's just getting a compliment.
Cool. So Vermont,
Thank you
Derek.
so much.
Thank you so much for your.
Yeah, guys. Take care. Well, guys, if you can help one person, that's kind of what my channel's about, for sure. So I got a design change for this scoop already. John, you need to call me. I got a design change. And it's something I already thought about, actually. And I just thought about it again. Well, I won't say it on camera. How about that? I have no idea what's going on there. I probably should have scooped that up, huh? It's a penny, but why would it be 24? Maybe if it's a copper. Because there's a nickel next to it. So, yeah, the big holes on the bottom really I know what this is. It's a sinker. It's one of those little sinkers that I just put in there. Oh, it's a nickel that flipped out. Thought it was a nickel to begin with that penny, but it must have flipped out. Not sure how. 16. I thought I saw like the towel part of the pull part of that. It's a 19. $19.20 out of the hole. A little more of the sunset for you. Allowed 12, 13, 14. Sinker. You guys can watch. I don't know, it's like a 23, 22, 23, 25, 22. I never would have guessed it was coming out with 2 scoops because it showed like super deep. Rosie, crusty Rosie. Well, what it does tell me is I could probably come back and hunt this upper tide line. Yeah, the tide's low in the night for a couple nights, so I'll be here the next couple days at the beach probably. I'm starting to like looking for coins though. Something about finding those silver coins. I couldn't imagine being somewhere where I could find some really old coins like Vermont. And I know of some spots where I guarantee you nobody's hunted. Hi Nicole, good evening. We are at, this is Indian Shores. Spiker, good evening. 82 degrees today. Everybody seems to be enjoying it. The wind's coming out of the west. Probably at about 8 miles an hour. Pretty good.